I usually paint the eyes early in the painting so that the paint has dried when I touch the center of the eye and put in the pupil. And that's always a very fun time because that's when they look at you. Then comes the moment when it turns alive. I'm going to take one of this one here. Let's see how it looks. Get most of this out here. This is a little tricky because you got to fill up these little cracks which indicate the hair. I'm using this big brush for the big areas, and then I'll use a smaller one to get the detail. And I've been thinking about what color dress this young lady was wearing, and I would say orangey, definitely. And now I have to do the edges of her hairline. That's really tricky. As far as I'm concerned, I have to get this as perfect as I could get it because this is a very special person. It's really tough in this. Now, let's see how it looks. Oh, that's pretty good. Just one area needs a little touch up here. The eye. We're going to get a nice color for her dress, a nice orange. Naples yellow. Yep, let's try that. So, all right. See if that's her color. And I use very good quality paint because I think that Marie Ellen's entitled to the best. I would have liked her. She was cute. She's a little older than me. Just smooth it out. Make sure I didn't miss anything. That's all we have of Marie, is that photograph. And I am now going to paint the background and the frame, and we're finished. So the carvings are not for sale because they're too personal. This is a carving of Marie Ellen, and it really belongs to Marie. And I've been privileged to be able to do this, but I certainly couldn't sell it. And it shouldn't belong to any one person unless Marie came back. So I'd like to put them where people can see them and understand the Holocaust, because when people come to my office, time has gone by. The generation that remembers the Holocaust is pretty much gone. And when people say to me, did they really kill young women and children, babies like this? I have to say yes. This is a testimony. And also because of the people who deny the Holocaust. So I think we can stand back now and take a look at her. Oh, she's fantastic. I love you, Marie. Oh, God, this one tears me apart. That's what she looked like. And they killed her. Wow. I gotta compose myself a little. This is goose flesh in both arms. Whew. All right, I'm gonna put the frame on her because I can't stand it anymore. This is a very, very difficult one for me, emotionally. People ask me, how can you spend your time painting dead children who were murdered? I've got to do it. I really do have to do it. Because nobody else has done it, and nobody else is going to do it. So it's up to me to show the world what Marie Ellen looked like. That's what she looked like. She was gorgeous. Oh. So we've gone from that creased photograph, which barely survived, to this. Their lives were beautiful. It was only their deaths that were ugly, and I paint their life as she was. I show her what she was, not as a corpse. I don't think Holocaust art has to be ugly just because their deaths were ugly. This was a beautiful girl. And I think what she would have done with her life, she probably would have had children, might have had a career, we don't know. There was a life that was squashed, ended, terminated. So now I'm going to put on a frame, and then I'm going to put this one aside so I can go on to another one, because I find it very difficult to stare at it. It's hurting me too much. One of my reasons for painting another one is I find it hard to keep looking at it. It has to be done. It has to be done. The story has to be told about little Marie Ellen. I'm not talking about the Holocaust. I'm talking right now about the murder of Marie Ellen. Born 1931, killed 1942. To have only that cracked photograph as a memorial to her is unfair. Okay, so now I'm going to put this carving on a can to dry, and in about a day it'll go up on the wall, and then we'll get a good look at her. So that's it. That's Marie Ellen. Sweet girl.
I think it does kind of rehumanize the whole experience. It was so dehumanized at the time.
Puzzles me because you'd think that history would teach this as such a profound lesson that it wouldn't happen again. But it does happen again and again.
This happens all over the world in the genocides and so forth, in Cambodia and Darfur and so forth. So I think it's important that way to get a sense that, this is still going on rather than it's some historical anomaly.
We can't let this be forgotten. The fact that supposedly civilized people in this world could take children, separate them from their parents, and gas them in such an organized... You can't forget it.
He is giving meaning to their life and making them live again through his pictures.